What's up everybody, Danny's here, and in this video, I'd like to talk about one thing I like about the Nintendo Switch 2. So anyways, let's talk about it, get into more further details, and what games I am looking forward to that are releasing soon. So anyways, let's talk about it. So one thing I like about the Nintendo Switch 2 is that it's Switch 2 and Switch 1 compatible, but also, more importantly, the Switch 1 also is Switch 1 compatible only, not Switch 2 compatible. I'll tell you what. But it is Switch 2 compatible with Game Share, honestly. But also the Switch 2 here is what I got. This is Switch 2 compatible and Switch 1 compatible. Let me try this with my Switch 1 and my Switch 2 to see if Game Share works. Let's see. Join Game Share. A local user. Let's see. I'm seeing if Game Share works on my Switch 1 and Switch 2. Let's see. Oh, no Game Share found. Alright. So, never mind. Game Share didn't work on my Switch 1 or Switch 2. But it does work on some compatible games like Mario Kart World, Kirby Air Riders, stuff like that. Alright, let me go ahead and put away my Switch 2 so it can be charged. There you go. So Game Share is like download play on the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS. But also what I want to know about the Switch 2, the Switch 2 has games, right? Yeah. So we can all agree the Switch 2 has games like Mario Kart World, and more importantly, Splatoon Raiders, Star Fox, and also Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, stuff like that. But the Nintendo Switch has games as well, though. I mean, I have a physical game collection. I got a lot of physical game collection. I mean, as I'm starting to know, I like to buy physical games, but they're more expensive, so that's why I prefer digital games. But that's alright, because physical games are like the hard copy, apparently. But physical games can be way harder to find. You know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer digital games. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what I want to talk about. Something that I'm looking forward to. What games I'm looking forward to. So, I'm looking forward to Star Fox. So I think Star Fox is recently going to make a comeback on the Nintendo Switch 2 because Star Fox, more importantly, I think Star Fox, it's been a while since Nintendo hasn't made a new Star Fox game. But finally, Nintendo's going to do one anyways, and it's releasing on June 25th. Because Star Fox is more of a remake of Star Fox 64 on the Nintendo 64. And now they remade Star Fox 64 3 times right now. And when most of them deserves to be a remake, and somehow there's insane potential before they're starting to have remakes. So here's a few games that deserves to be a remake. And I know, number one is Zelda Ocarina of Time. One of the best Zelda games remade for the Nintendo 64. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best Zelda games. And you have Navi, who's a fairy, who's with you as a fairy creature, and who you play as Link, though. Then you got Majora's Mask. This is like, Majora's Mask is honestly like Ocarina of Time. But also Majora's Mask is where you wear every single mask like in the original Nintendo 64 game. And yes, by far, there is also a remake for the Nintendo 3DS. So I think both of these Zelda games deserves to be a remake. And we're not going to get a new Zelda game until in the future or so. But also we got A Link Between Worlds. This is like the version of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past from the Super Nintendo. It was a great Zelda game on the 3DS. And I've played this game actually, Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and it's a really great Zelda game, honestly. I highly recommend playing Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Now, honestly, we got F-Zero. Everyone needs to see F-Zero to make a comeback because since we already got Star Fox on the Nintendo Switch 2 and it's going to be releasing June 25th, I think we need to see a new F-Zero game. but maybe a remake is more better since we have F-Zero 99. And then you got Kid Icarus. I mean, everyone needs to see a new Kid Icarus game or a remake for the Nintendo Switch 2. Because honestly, we have Star Fox 64 being remade like 3 times already. But first of all, I'm looking forward to Splatoon Raiders. Because Splatoon Raiders is by far one of my favorite games I'll be looking forward to releasing pretty soon. Because Splatoon Raiders, the pre-order is going to cost me $50 as a digital version. But I think it's both. Star Fox and Splatoon Raiders, they're both going to cost $50 as a digital version. And I'm planning to get those digital games when they're releasing soon, like on June and July. So, anyways, I think this video is going to wrap it up here for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, share your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know what games are you looking forward to on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, subscribe if you guys are new to this channel, and don't be stingy with that subscribe button, by the way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll see you all later. Peace!